you touch
Ma'am?
me?
Listen to me now! God, I'm trying to talk to you and you're acting like this.
Are you
Quit!
kidding me?
Quit running away from me when I'm trying to do an investigation!
Anything.
Hello friends, Squink here, former cop, future retirement home sports coach, here to use my law enforcement experience to break down the question that everyone wants to know, which is, what the hell are the cops doing? Let's get into it. Today's video comes from Blueline Bodycam. Grandma calls cops after running over grandson.
Cops in Illinois were called by a woman claiming her grandson had thrown lemonade on her, but officers soon realized there's more to this story.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Did you call us?
She's just holding it.
Okay, what happened?
As usual.
What's as usual?
He's throwing fits. All of his drink across to me. I mean, his normal throwing fits. Hitting.
How old is this
I
kid?
haven't filed any charges against him because I'm trying to get him into residential. It's a freaking red flag.
What's the red flag?
Putting them, if they get charged
Who
with
does?
any assault, him,
Okay.
residential will put a flag on him and it's harder to get him in. I've been trying over 9 months.
All right. Well, we're jumping ahead here.
Well, then you asked me what was going on.
I need to know what happened now.
So
Just now. Why are we?
Lots of the time, people will jump into like their whole life story. All police need to know is why they are there at that moment. What happened in the immediate beforehand, not who wronged you 4 years ago and why you're like this and why your grandson's like this and his entire upbringing. If I ask for that, give it to me. Lay it on me. When cops go, what's going on today? They just mean, what recently happened to where you're calling us now?
Getting called here.
Oh, because he went ballistic in my car again. You want to come see all the lemonade he threw?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
all the
We
shit?
heard the lemonade. So what happened? You went to Culver's?
Well, no, I picked him up. He had his cross country today, so this morning I got him up.
I'm gonna guess he's in high school.
Blew me off, like I didn't even exist because we've had a lot of problems.
Okay.
I'm 70. I just retired. I'm in a critical care nurse. I don't need to do this. I've had you since 2018. I'm trying to help you. And I'm concerned he might do something to himself. That's how bad his self-that is.
Is he diagnosed with anything?
Oh, yeah. He's got...
Where is this kid's mom?
Dysregulated anger management issues, personality issues, ADHD. He's got all kinds of things. He came
Medication?
from shit. Pardon me?
Yeah, medication.
So she just said it herself. He came from shit. So he's had a rough upbringing. We should probably take that into account going forward. But remember, I'm under the belief that everyone is in control of their actions, despite their upbringing. Sure, those things play a role. However, we can all control ourselves and decide whether or not we're going to do crazy stuff. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I've done crazy stuff and been like, I could have controlled myself there.
All kinds of stuff.
Takes it regularly, though?
If I don't give him to him, he swore to God, he says, I wouldn't take this shit. Otherwise, you'll report me. See, he's at that age right now where he thinks he's in control. So, because I've been battered so much from him, and we're trying to get him into residential, and you know as well as I do. Do I have to do this? No, but I do it because I love the kid. You're
Good
not
for
going
her.
to your practices. You keep telling them that I'm telling you have to leave early for stuff, which is wrong. You're lying to me again. And he got really pissed about that and started mouthing me, calling me a fucking bitch. And I did. I reached over and slapped him in the face. And you can't tell me you can't do that.
So where did you smack him in the car here? Or you were driving around the corner?
She's the older generation, you can tell.
Took the lemonade and threw it. I said, you know what? You need to go back to behavior center.
Did the door hit him? The car hit him?
Maybe the door might have. I don't know.
Did he get knocked over?
No.
Did he fall?
No.
Okay. Were you drinking?
No.
I honestly smell it.
I haven't drank anything.
Nothing all day?
No.
Are you diabetic?
No. You guys don't do anything. And it's not your fault. I get it. It's not your fault. But these kids have nowhere to go. They go to a friggin' behavior center.
True.
He sits here for 5 to 7 days.
And then they let him out.
Out.
Yep.
Maybe a partial
I don't
Endless
have the control
cycle.
of what happens
I get it.
outside of my...
A lot of the times when police arrive on scene, there's very frustrated people that they're talking to, and the police, in all honesty, are the face of the entire system. So a lot of the times police are getting this shit's not working and it's your fault. Okay, I understand I'm the first one here and I'm the face of the system, but I can only control so much. I can only control why I'm here, and I'll do the best of my abilities to handle the situation effectively and to give you the result you want, but the police are simply the punching bag for the entire system. I would agree. The entire system is so screwed up, and I wish it was better. But honestly, the police can't control too much. So keep that in mind when you call the cops and you start complaining about your ex-boyfriend who's back out of jail. The police arrested him. It's not up to the police how long he stays there, unfortunately.
I've done something? No, I haven't.
Who said
And
you
I'm
did
tired
something?
of the attitude.
You're giving me the
I
attitude.
don't have an attitude. I am tired of stuff.
Okay, I'm trying to help you here, ma'am. I'm writing
Help?
everything down.
Okay.
I'm documenting everything that I
Right.
can. So you're gonna hang out here
He
for a little
is.
bit, and I'll
I
go
I'm
mean-
the one that's going to get killed. I'm the one that's going to be killed someday.
Do you want me to go chat with them over there and find out if they saw anything, heard anything?
Nobody saw anything. We just pulled up when all this happened.
So you're worried about being killed?
Oh, God, they all know that I'm worried about something happening to me. Even the police officers know.
All right, wait here. I'll be right back.
The officer spoke with the woman's grandson. He said they were arguing when his grandmother hit him. In response,
Didn't
he
she say
threw
that?
lemonade on her and got out of the car.
Yeah.
That's when she allegedly backed up, hit him with the passenger door, and ran over his foot before going to a neighbor's
Yeah.
for help.
Ma'am,
His
you
story
can't do
only
that.
deepened the officer's suspicion that she might be under the influence.
Interesting.
Tell me about how the thing unfolded again. So you're in the car.
Through the lemonade.
So what he's doing right now is he's asking her to retell the story to see if her story remains the same. If it differs a little bit and there's things that are left out that she mentioned the first time that she told him the story, then those are going to be indicators that she's either being dishonest or she's under the influence. Because a sober person generally remembers events that happened within 2 hours pretty easily. But if you start leaving out massive portions that you told the first time, that's a big red flag.
Okay.
And then he gets out of the car to get his stuff. And my car, I rolled back a little bit. And he goes, oh, you...
Why were you backing up?
To hit him with the door.
I didn't want him to get into the back of the car and get the stuff out of it.
So why did you back up the car? So
You know what?
you knew he
She's
would have
getting
the door
defensive.
open and you backed up the car.
I went a tiny bit to get him out of the back seat.
Does that make any sense to
No,
you?
but does he make sense in all the shit I go through?
What are you raising your voice at me for?
You know what?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, I'm done. I want to file a charge against him.
I'm not filing charges against
Okay,
him.
then I'm just going to call the police. And I will talk with him. I'll go down there.
Well, we're not done with you now.
What do you need with me?
Also, I am
need
the
to
police.
find out more of what happened.
I told you everything that happened, and why do I have to repeat it?
Because
two or
your
three
stories
times?
are changing.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No.
You admitted to backing
You know
up
what?
into him.
I didn't back up into him.
You-
He had the back seat of the car open. I said, shut the car door.
Ma'am,
get
watch out.
of
There
there.
is a bee
And he
near you.
wouldn't. I rolled back a tiny bit.
The door was open and you start backing up.
I rolled it a tiny
And then you
bit.
ran over his foot.
I did not run over his foot.
He has marks on his foot.
Let me see the foot.
I have
I want
pictures
to.
right here.
Okay, let me see.
Show me
go
the
back over
foot.
here.
Yeah, let's
Show
go
me
over
the
here. I wanna
foot.
see.
Here, you want to see? I'll show you.
Yeah, I want to see the mark.
So here is his foot. There is the scrape on his foot.
That's from track.
And
And his shoes.
well,
Those are from his new shoes he wore.
and then he has blood on his sock from it.
Those are from his new shoes.
And that
he
very well
just
could be.
wore.
Shoe is crushed.
Those, let me see the crushed shoe.
Right there. There's a crease on the shoe right there. Judy, you can't walk away from me now.
You know what? I can. You guys have done
No, she can't walk away right now because now she's under suspicion for committing a crime by backing over his foot. And she said she hit him. So
nothing with him who's abused me
Listen,
over and over.
you-
I'm
also, this very well could be. She could be totally telling the truth about being abused by her grandson. But what matters is what brings them here today. Today. If he's been abusing her for years and years, she has a duty to call when that starts happening, not report it after she starts thinking, oh shoot, I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble because I backed over my grandson's foot. So now let me try to switch it and give this whole backstory to bolster my case and prevent myself from going to jail for my actions today.
I'm dealing with now. You could run your mouth about every other thing that happened. I'm dealing with
literally
now.
what I just said.
Now.
I called you because
Yes.
he's out of control.
Hey, I'm here.
Then
He's
let's
not
file.
under control. You're the one that's running your mouth.
Well, come here. He got out of the car. He went back here. I said, get out of the car.
You know what the icing on the cake would be? An open alcohol container in the vehicle.
And he said, no, f- you. And I started to roll back. So I could very well not have hit his foot unless I went back all the way.
I just don't understand why she put it in reverse.
You're telling me I ran over his foot.
I'm telling you,
I
you
did not
admitted
run
that.
over his foot.
Does it make sense to back up with somebody
He just
in the
pissed me
door?
off.
Okay.
I didn't hurt him. He was being an asshole. I got pissed off. If somebody throws shit at you,
All right, I'm going to ask you again because you're slurring a ton.
I'm not slurring. My
I'm going to
mouth
bring
is
a,
dry.
I'm going to bring a PBT.
Her mouth
here, and
does
I'm gonna
look dry, to be fair.
because
No.
You have been drinking.
No, I have not, and I'm not doing your PPT.
However, her PPT. However, he didn't see her driving, and she could use the argument that she went inside and started drinking. He can't prove a DUI at this point. Too much time has passed. He's got to just focus on the situation at hand, investigate the alleged running over of the foot, which I think he might have enough to take her to jail for that. If the teenager or the child, whoever, didn't feel pain when she hit him, can't do much about that. But he's got to focus on this incident right here, right now. And at this moment, she's not free to go because he's got probable cause to arrest her for her backing over his foot, allegedly. I guess we'll see what happens.
You guys are not doing this to me.
Doing what to you?
Telling me I have to take a blood alcohol?
Yeah, and she
Blow in a
doesn't
machine.
have
Tell me
to.
that you got nothing in your system.
I owe you nothing.
If you have nothing in your
About
system-
what I've done?
No, I don't because I smell it on you.
You don't smell anything.
I absolutely do.
No.
Ma'am, where are you going?
But,
Boy, she is just completely non-compliant. Just pulling right in the garage.
I mean, this is private property, though.
Put her in custody?
He can drive into the garage.
All right.
In my garage.
Come out here.
I'm not coming here.
Come out here.
I don't have to. You touch
Ma'am?
me.
Listen to me now. Now, I'm trying to talk to you, and you're acting like this.
Are you
Quit.
kidding me?
Quit
Stop.
running away from me when I'm trying to do an
Done
investigation.
anything. How dare you touch me?
Quit.
No.
Stay
fucking
here while
way.
I'm doing this. It's all recorded.
No, I don't care.
Don't run
You
away
don't
from
get
me
to
again.
blow on me. I haven't done one thing.
I'm trying to do an investigation.
No, you're
I
not.
smell alcohol.
The moment most police interactions go south is when people start to not listen very simply to commands. If a police officer says, don't walk away from me, you're not free to go, don't do the opposite. Because you're likely going to get touched, and then you're going to scream, don't touch me, and then you're going to pull away, and they're going to have to touch you harder, and it just continues to do that. So if you don't want the police to touch you, you don't want to go to jail, you don't want to get tossed to the ground for not listening, just listen. It's that simple. If the police are in the wrong and they're violating your Fourth Amendment rights, then take them to court, sue them civilly, hire an attorney, make a complaint on them. There's several options available to you, but I promise you things are going to be way worse if in the moment you just don't listen to simple commands. I promise you.
On you.
I don't care what
And
you
I can't
think.
confirm this.
You know what? You touched me again. That's
Ma'am,
no.
your
You
job
are
right
on
now,
my property. Get out of my
you're not
car.
going any further.
I'm going to my house to go to
You're
the
staying out
bathroom.
here.
No, I'm not.
you're staying here.
How can you tell me I have to stay here?
Because you're in the
You're-
middle of an investigation.
I'm not.
Take a deep breath.
Where did I get off doing this?
I don't know if you understand the law that well, ma'am.
I do understand, but I don't understand the harassment you're giving
No,
me.
you're not listening to the police right now when we're part of an investigation. Do you have police background?
My husband's in law enforcement.
Okay. Then give her some guidance here because she's not following instructions very well at all.
Off camera, Judy agreed to a field sobriety test, which officers report she failed, leading to this moment.
Be on your back. You're under arrest.
So
telling
they
you,
went
I'm
for a
telling you.
DUI. Wow.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Make it any worse. Keep that going.
Put your hands
Hold on.
Proud of the arm.
One step at a time.
for obstructing me in my investigation first and foremost.
Fair. Okay, I can agree with
For
that.
domestic battery.
I can agree with that.
I'm telling you, you don't have to agree. I'm telling you.
What's domestic battery?
You ran over his foot.
Back at the station, Judy attempted 6 breath tests, but officers noted she was sucking instead of blowing.
Yeah,
She
that.
refused to provide a blood or urine sample, and she was charged with 2 counts of domestic battery, a DUI charge, and
Wow.
resisting or obstructing an officer. She's due in court this month for these charges.
Okay, I have some thoughts here. As I stated during the video, I don't think that they could have gone through with a DUI. However, they did, and she absolutely got charged. The reason they can't start investigating a DUI is because 1, she was on private property. 2, they never saw her drive other than on her private property on the driveway into the garage. You can't do much about that. She's on private property. The only thing that made sense to me was if they were going to use, if she was intoxicated, they could use that to bolster the argument of recklessness when she threw the vehicle into reverse and ran over her grandson's foot. That's the only thing that would make sense. But charging her with the DUI, I just don't agree with that. Even if she submitted to field sobriety tests, which I don't know why she would agree to that. It was so beside the point of why they were there. I do agree with the domestic battery charges. It sounded like they had sufficient evidence to charge her with that, so I'm good with that. What I think happened was I think the officer got annoyed with her, which understandable. It can get annoying when people just don't listen. Now, not listening doesn't mean she's got to do field sobriety tests. She's well within her right to refuse the PBT, to refuse standardized field sobriety tests. That's within her right. But what she can't do is run over her grandson's foot. As a whole, I give the police a C-. I don't agree with the DUI part. I don't know why she would have ever agreed to that, but I do believe they had probable cause to arrest her for backing over his foot, which is what they were there for in the beginning. Tonight, I'm going live for the 1,000 subscriber special at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. That would be 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So if you want to come ask me questions, I would love to have you there. I'll be watching some videos as well. Tonight, Sunday. Be there or be square. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Hope you have a great day today, and I will see you tonight for the live 1,000 subscriber special. Bye.